Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I have been looking forward to seeing this film for what seems like an eternity at this point. Even before I was hearing all the buzz, even before it won the TIFF award, I was so excited to see this movie because I saw a trailer for it before another small film quite some time ago, and I thought it looked hilarious. It was right up my alley. I am into sarcastic, dark, slightly mean humor, and the trailer presented exactly that for me. And I have to say, this film does not disappoint. I loved this movie. So let's go ahead and jump right into those positives. First of all, huge props to Martin McDonagh for both his directing and especially for his writing. First of all, I do think the film is so well directed. It is so expertly crafted. It's like wonderfully paced, complex, beautiful movie that he has created. And a huge part of that is just this amazing screenplay. I think that this script is so good. He creates such amazing characters, and that's where this movie really excels when it comes to the script in my eyes. Is that it's not only telling this really complicated, really complex, a lot of moving parts story, very effortlessly, mind you. But it's doing so while creating these amazing, complex characters and fitting them into this moving puzzle of a story. And it's all done so well. So huge props to him on writing this wonderful screenplay and then for directing it and bringing it to life on screen in the magnificent way that he did. Our cast is also amazing. Frances McDormand is amazing in this movie. I mean, really, really fantastic. Of course, she pulls off the sarcastic kind of mean stuff very well and very comedically. It all works so well. But wow, does she add so many layers to her character. Just small things. Right from the get-go, you know this is going to be a really true, realistic, beautiful performance. I mean, just the kind of small things she's doing with her hand, with her nails, it all just conveys so much without her even speaking, and she does that so often throughout the film. And it kind of catches you off guard how she is able to just create this amazing character along with the script. But Sam Rockwell is also fantastic, and just like Frances, works in tandem with the script to create and bring to life this amazing, super complex, super conflicted character. A character that sees huge transformation in this film, both from the eyes of the rest of the characters within the film, but also through the eyes of himself, and then through the eyes of the audience. Woody Harrelson, fantastic. In many ways, Woody Harrelson really is the heart of this film. He is like that beating pulse throughout, and he kind of keeps it all grounded. This is yet another really great performance from Woody Harrelson over the last few years, and yet another one just this year. So keep on trucking, Harrelson. And then we highlight a few of our smaller characters who also really deliver, including Abby Cornish, who has one scene in particular that is amazing, but she is really strong and has a great presence throughout. Caleb Landry is better in this than I have ever seen him in any of the other roles I've seen him in, and it was really a pleasure to behold. And then we have Lucas Hedges, who continues to deliver great performance after great performance, and I think this may be his best yet. He was wonderful in Manchester by the Sea. He was wonderful earlier this year in Lady Bird. And now he's just fantastic in this role here. And then Peter Dinklage. I think this is the best work he's done outside of Game of Thrones. I thought he sold his character so well. He was very charming as well as very vulnerable. I thought it all worked. I thought all of the acting was so spectacular and did such a great job of doing these amazing characters justice. And this film is pretty much a perfect dark comedy. half of the time you feel so uncomfortable. But it is humorous. Like, what they are bringing to the screen is funny stuff. It's well written, intelligent, wonderful comedy. And it's brought to life in this dark setting, and it just all balances so well. You're engrossed in the drama, you're engrossed in this story in this crazy town and what's unfolding right before your eyes. And even when Frances McDormand's character is doing some crazy stuff, can't help but laugh because it's funny. And there's just so much. There's so many layers. I can't wait to see this film again, actually. To just see and be able to soak in everything that's going on. Because there is a lot, but the film handles it very, very well. But there's so much to say about humanity in this movie. About us as people. And about us either growing as people or staying stagnant. About us as selfish creatures. There's just so much to say about people right here, and I think it did it all expertly well. So if I were to give this film negatives, my first negative is that while I actually enjoyed how we left the film, I really enjoyed our final scene in the film, and I don't think it ended poorly. I just wanted to go that next step. I just wanted to see what happens next so badly. You get to a point of development with pretty much all of our characters, and they have seen an arc throughout, but you don't actually really get a conclusion to the stories themselves, which as a viewer watching a film leaves you just wanting more and a little bit frustrated. As an allegory for life and what this movie is all about and what it's portraying, it fits right in. And in saying that, we don't really see conclusions to a lot of stories. A lot of people just kind of exit out of the film, and either we don't know what their conclusion is, or we don't get there. That's really my big negative. I also think that when it comes to language and some of the dialogue, it's vulgar to be vulgar. It's just vulgar for vulgar's sake. And there isn't really a need behind that. We're kind of establishing this town full of crazy people. And just the way that people are like casually talking to their parents or casually talking to their children is like, wow, okay, this is some real vulgar stuff to be saying to your mom right now. And it kind of took me aback several times throughout the film. And then we'd get like a nice, sweet, touching moment that is like lambasted with something vulgar. And it's kind of like, we were getting to a deeper moment and a more emotional time. And then, we have to throw in the C word or rudely describe sexual acts in the moment of this more emotional time. And it's kind of like, we could have done with pulling back on some of that, I think. But overall, I think this movie is really fantastic. As I said before, it's a deep movie that really hits you in all of the feels, that features complex, really well-written, amazing characters. And for that, I think it deserves a full price ticket. It looks gorgeous. It has so much going on. I think it definitely needs to be seen, and you should probably pay full price for it, because it deserves it. So, that is my review of Three Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below, and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Three Billboards, or have you already seen it? If you have, what did you think? Let me know either in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!